qualifying round in the PVL All-Filipino Conference. And now we feature Savvy Davison and the PLDT high-speed hitters, seeded number 4 in the preliminaries. They will take on number 9 seeded team, Zeus Coffee. Thunderbelles being led by the Bionic Ilongga herself in Jovelyn Gonzaga. That will be our last matchup for our doubleheader today inside the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City, following the 5-set win of the Akari Chargers against the Farm Fresh Foxies. Thank you for joining us, folks. This is Mix Gomez at your service, alongside Ayel Estraniero, and Lexi Rodriguez joins us tonight. And you know, Lexi, these two coaches, Coach Jerry Yee, Coach Raldrick Afort, recently they traveled to Pasig City, Iloilo. I want to know how they're doing now that they're back in Manila.
Well, definitely they're excited for this matchup, but one thing's for sure, actually kanina sa dugout itong dalawang to, parehas sila ng energy. They were both just, you know, taking their time alone, just chilling, eating their pre-game food. So that's something that we're all looking out for.
That's a good sign for everybody here inside the Phil Sports Arena. These two coaches are ready to go. Our analyst is ready to go as well. I say that because Ayel Estraniero will be taking this time to once again explain to everybody the format of this conference, especially now that we're at the qualifying round.
A very, very long tournament format for this conference. We're done with the preliminaries. As Mix mentioned, we are on the last day and last game of the qualifying round. Just a recap, all the 12 teams were seeded according to their preliminary round performance. They had to battle it out in a knockout match format. The winning teams would advance to the quarterfinals. So there you go. But the losing teams, there's still hope for them because they get the last chance to stay alive in this conference because they will play in the play-in tournament. And the play-in tournament, the six teams will be split into two groups. In Group 1, we have Capital One, Signal. In Group 2, we have Farm Fresh, Cherry Tigo, and Next Led. The winners of each group will move forward to the playoffs, to the quarterfinals. They will complete the cast. 8 teams in the quarterfinals will go for a best-of-3 series. Rank 1 versus Rank 8, Rank 4 versus Rank 5, Rank 3 versus Rank 6, Rank 2 versus Rank 7. The winning teams will move forward to the semifinals. The best of the best. The top 2 teams in the single round robin will move forward to the finals. The bottom 2 teams will play for the battle for bronze. The battle for bronze will be another best-of-3 series. So there you go. And the finals will be again a best-of-3 series. So batira, matibay talaga. So it will be a long climb indeed for all the teams who want to reach the finals.
There you have it. Thank you so much, Ayel Estraniero. Well done on our tournament format. But if we can focus on our game at hand, the winner of this matchup will take on the Chocomucho Flying Titans. That is the goal for Chai Troncoso and Erica Santos. A while ago, Akari won, so they have certainly set a date with galleries in the quarters. All right, let's take a look at the bracket as to who will go up against each other. It is Creamline who will take on the number 8 seed, one of the winners of the play-in. Petrogas will also take on one of the winners of the play-in. And then we have a couple of matchups already set for us. And particularly for this one, again, as I mentioned, PLDT versus Zeus. The winner will take on CC Rondina and the Chocomucho Flying Titans. The loser will then proceed to the play-in tournament, which will begin this Thursday. All right. And now we see Chloe Mondonyet in today's outing, but we do have a couple of players to highlight. You know, that's one of the goals actually of Ka Fajardo in this game, to highlight a couple of her scorers. And when we talk about the scorers of PLDT, then we have to talk about Savvy Davison and Erica Santos.
Well, 2 of the players that have greatly improved in terms of efficiency this conference, and 2 players also that are in the forefront of their offense. Savvy Davison currently top 1 in scoring, top 2 in spiking overall, proving that she is a dominant force offensively. Meanwhile, Erica Santos has provided enough support, playing with more variety and confidence this conference. So if PLDT continues to play clean and cohesive today, they definitely have a big chance of getting the win.
Now, Ayel, you were talking about, you know, yung clean and good run so far of the PLDT. But one thing's for sure, you were talking about the offense. I want to also mention yung defense perspective or the defense aspect of PLDT, which is something na talagang one of the things na reliable ang PLDT dyan. At speaking of reliable, Kat Arado is one of the few reliable liberos from the side of the PLDT high-speed hitters. And you know, I got to speak with her. Talagang sabi niya ganyan, hindi niya ina-expect that ilo-ilo yung magkukos ng ganong pagod sa kanila. But that pagod was worth it for them. The 1 hour biyahe from the place that they're staying from to the gymnasium, it's definitely worth it, especially bagging that sweep on that game against the ZUS Thunderbelles. But you know what? One thing as well that is,
And the difference makers for Zeus is definitely Thea Gagate, the #1 rookie pick, second best scorer of her squad, best blocker so far overall, carrying over her brilliance in blocking from her collegiate stint to the pros this time. And with PLDT's firepower, she will be needed. That defense will be needed on the net. But Gonzaga also has been spectacular as a leader, providing that maturity and experience for Zeus.
Actually, I want to add in on that, no, Ayel and Migs. Yung concept ni, yung pagpasok talaga ni Jobs Gonzaga, more than skills-wise,
Right.
yung mentality-wise talaga, magaling yung big acquisition yun, big addition yun for the team. And that's something that Coach Jerry told me earlier. Sabi niya, having Jobs on the team really helped him in, you know, talking and communicating well yung mga bagay that they really need to work on all throughout this conference. But you know, speaking of Coach Jerry, it's per the coach's decision that we won't be seeing much action from Julia Angeles today. But of course, that will shine more spotlight on the third man libero of likes of Jen Zeta and Dolly Versosa.
Right.
So we're definitely looking forward to that. I'm so excited for that. But another thing that we're all very, very thrilled to look forward to is the Filipinas Live Poll Question of the Day. Syempre, our PVL fans, we have a poll question for you, and that is, which team will smash their way to the quarterfinals? Well, our choices for you is Savvy Davison or Jobs Gonzaga. You can answer that on the poll below. You can also suggest a lot of players from both teams, but you can also join in the conversation using the hashtag PVL2024.
Definitely the word smashing is fitting for this matchup between Jovelyn Gonzaga and Savvy Davison. Even if they move on to the quarterfinals, Cici Rondina is waiting for them. All right, we'll take a short break, and then after this, we'll give you a video of Savvy Davison before we introduce the starters for the last game of our qualification round.
Hey, Sabi. Hey. Hey, Sav, hear me out. I want want to improve on my attacking and just getting back to where I was before my surgery, being that all-around player that my teammates can depend on. That's cute. I think in general, my attacking has gotten better. I'm still looking to, reach that 100%. I feel like there's still a threshold that I can surpass. So still in the process, but I feel like I've met my goal enough to say that, yes, I did it. I think my return to the PVL was smooth. I couldn't ask for anything better. Honestly, with the support of my team and my coaches, I feel like I was able to just, come back like I didn't miss a beat. And it was kind of, encouraging because it makes me feel like I have so much more to accomplish instead of just, kind of rehabbing and returning. I don't think there's one specific thing that we can improve on. I think it's more the chemistry. I think it's more talking to each other, hanging out, the things off the court that matter the most, that kind of bring us together. So hopefully that we can kind of mesh this season and bring it all together and hopefully play for one another in and out. I've definitely been a girl's girl lately. So I've been hanging out with a lot of them off the court. So I feel like that's another goal that I was able to reach, especially considering like in season, we're super busy all the time, but I'm glad that we make time for each other now. Considering the things that we need to work on still, I mean, again, I think it's not just one thing. I think it's kind of small things that accumulate over time, but then again, I just hope that we're able to pinpoint those things when going into separate matches and kind of, take control of what we can control. Hey, Sav, I think I can promise myself that I'm going to give it my all, my 100%, and you kind of see where the wind goes, but just knowing that you don't have any regrets. Definitely. I mean, I feel like I'm super go with the flow. I kind of just, respond to whatever's given to me, and I've been really, kind to myself and compassionate about, the things that aren't my fault or my fault kind of thing, and just, living day by day and just taking it game by game. So I'm glad that we promised ourselves that because it really turned out to be a good thing. Hey, Sabi. Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Phil Sports Arena, Pasig City, Philippines. This is match number 72 of the PVL All-Filipino Conference 2025, the qualifying round between the PLDT high-speed hitters and the Zeus Coffee Thunderbelles. And now let's meet our officials for this match. Our first referee, Bobby Celso, national referee. The second referee is Mark Santos, national referee. And now the starters. First, for the PLDT high-speed hitters. Middle blocker from De La Salle University, number 3, Mika Reyes. Opposite hitter also from La Salle, number 5, Erica Santos. Outside spiker from the University of Oklahoma, number 6, Savvy Davison. Middle blocker from La Salle, number 10, Majoy Baron. Center from Adamson University, number 16, Angge Alcantara. Outside spiker from Central Philippines University, number 17, Fiola Ceballos. Starting libero from the University of the East, number 8, team captain, Kat Arado. Head coach for PLDT is Rald Ricafort. And now the starters for the Zeus Coffee Thunderbelles. Center from the College of St. Benil, number 8, team captain, Chloe-Ann Mondoñedo. Middle blocker also from Benil, number 1, Mitch Gamit. Middle blocker from De La Salle University, number 3, Thea Gagate. Outside spiker from Central Philippines University, number 5, Chai Troncoso. Outside spiker from the National University, number 10, Chini Arroyo. Opposite hitter also from CPU, number 21, Jovelyn Gonzaga. Starting libero is number 14 from Jose Rizal University, Dolly Versosa. Head coach for Zeus Coffee is Jerry Yee. This game is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is
Presenting the starters for the PLDT high-speed hitters. These are becoming staples already in the PVL. Mika Reyes has been starting lately for these high-speed hitters ahead of Del Palomata. So she joins the crew who have always been there to kick things off with Coach Ral Rickenford. On the other end, as mentioned by Lexi Rodriguez, there will be no Julia Angeles in this game, which means Dolly Versosa now gets the start for the Zeus Thunderbelles. I remember those days when Dolly was the team captain of this franchise, and she was an outside spiker. Now she will translate her skills as a libero. There's also one woman getting playing time, that is Jen Zeta from UE. So we're actually seeing generations of UE liberos in this matchup.
Arroyo as well starting for this match.
It's always been her and Kate Santiago starting for that, or it's Arroyo or Santiago. That's how I should say it, starting at open, as there is an error to kick things off.
I'm sure Zeus Coffee are very hungry to bounce back after PLDT sweeping them in their last game in the preliminary.
That game happened in Iloilo. Tough set there for Mondoñedo. Troncoso sending it through, and here's a counter with Savvy. Ooh, that was short.
Savvy wanting to go for a cut shot there. Not enough space for her to do that. A good start here for Zeus.
2-0 for Paul Arado. Baron from the middle, and now PLDT is on the board.
And you know, Alcantara, she's one of those setters who's very comfortable in activating the middles of PLDT. The reason why they have a lot of threat offensively. As Majoy Baron, their early activation for her.
Majoy herself has scored in double figures 5 times in this conference.
Goes to show the connection with the setter.
Troncoso could not score at the net. The push by Klo. And get to Davison. Dug up by Dolly Versosa. Mondoñedo back to Chai. The rally continues. Davison give up a free ball. Dolly, Klo, back row. Chinny. Ooh, and that worked.
Tightly there. Arroyo getting that point.
It is 3-1 off of that point for Chinny Arroyo. Arroyo, on the other hand, has scored in double figures 4 times in this conference. And that woman on the screen right now, Chai Troncoso, she did not start in their opening game, Ayel, but ever since, she's been there beginning things for Zeus Coffee.
She's one of the veterans at the end of the day here for Zeus.
Davison able to negate the defense of Jovelyn Gonzaga, and now it is time for us to transition to Lexi Rodriguez.
Well, earlier in the pregame, we were talking about how this has been one of the better conferences for the Zeus Coffee Thunderbelles, and Mitch Gamit knows better than anyone about that idea. Well, for the Zeus Thunderbelles, one thing's for sure, Mitch Gamit has been one of the key parts of the team's steady rise, coming off a strong performance last week and continuing to make her presence felt on the court. You know, in our conversation earlier, Migs and Ayala, as they move from one conference to another, there's been a huge shift in the Thunderbelles' mindset. When she first stepped into the pros, losses weighed heavily on her, and now she understands that progress is also all about small wins. For Mitch, that shift in perspective is huge. And with that mentality, expect that the Thunderbelles are all about growing and winning in more ways than one. Back to the panel.
Well, growth is certainly evident with that service ace by Mitch Gamit on cue, while Lexi was reporting about her. Davison getting a hand.
Davison so far going high, going long, and it has been effective. But Zeus also just playing scrappy defense right now, making it more difficult here for PLDT to convert the point.
It's 3 serving 5. The Gagate activated from the middle.
And you know, if Mondoñedo and Thea Gagate connects well today, then Thea Gagate will have a good time scoring more points. She has the height and length advantage here. Kitang-kita naman doon in that sequence.
There is recognition from Chloe Mondoñedo that she has been working with her chemistry alongside Thea Gagate. It's a continuous thing for Zeus Coffee. After all, it's the first time that we're working together.
Right.
But Thea Gagate, as you mentioned in the pregame, the top scorer among middle blockers. That's already a lot of progress for you.
And that's the reason why she's a #1 rookie pick. And she's proving it, this confidence.
Mondoñedo service in, a rare miss received by Fiola Ceballos.
Her service game has been good on the side of Zeus.
And they will lead us to the first technical timeout, 8-3.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
Arena Plus, Astig sa Sports. We come back to you live from the Field Sports Arena in Pasig City for the Premier Volleyball League qualification round. This is actually our last game in this round before we proceed to the play-in tournament. PLDT and Zeus have the same idea in mind, which is to set up a date against the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
You get the win today and secure that quarterfinal slot.
Earlier today, if you missed it, it was a nice 5-set match between Akari and Farm Fresh. The Chargers now move on to take on the Galleries Tower High Risers in the quarterfinals, but they're going to have to wait up until the play-in tournament gets finished. Back set by Angge. Erica Santos could not score. Mondoñedo back sets. Cross red. And here's Fiola. Another cross court hit. Back row now for Chai. She overcooked it.
Defense was good there on the side of Zeus. I mean, PLDT could not convert a point. Unfortunately, there, right? Chai Troncoso giving away a free point.
Mika Reyes.
Make it 4-8. Mika Reyes doing the honors. Oh, service error as well. That's the first service error for PLDT.
So PLDT still trying to find the rhythm here.
It is early, relatively speaking.
Right.
You guys always say it takes half a set for everybody to settle down. Erica Santos off speed there. Gonzaga. Got a hand and a point for the Bionic Ilongga.
Everything going well right now for Zeus from offense to defense. Great set there, great reverse set. And the Gonzaga breaking through the hands on the net defense of PLDT.
Parang na-miss talaga nila yung Manila, no? After that Iloilo trip, can they get retribution against PLDT? Zeta goes right. Gonzaga block coverage present, but it's sent down easily by Majoy Baron.
A great anticipation there and aggressiveness for Majoy Baron. Getting that coverage from Zeus or Baron ready for that one.
Second point for Majoy. Wall up by Chini Arroyo. Chai Troncoso. Now that is something that he has shown all conference long.
And Mondoñedo as well, just having a great game so far. Balanced playmaking, pushing that towards the left pin. Right, Troncoso with an open block in the down the line angle.
Very open for Chai. 11-5 now. Cebuana, Thea Gagate at the back. Target was Savvy. Angge pushes onto zone 5. That's usually what happens when the middle blocker is serving.
And a much needed point there for PLDT. A great presence of mind from Angge Alcantara. Caught Zeus out of position there.
Good effort by Ginny Arroyo, just not enough to save it. Pambawi, Chai, check ball.
Troncoso off the block.
Troncoso. Walls are up this time in front of her.
Second point for Chai.
Serving, Germany
Zeus has doubled the scoring output of PLDT so far. Service by Jovelyn Gonzaga.
Ooh.
The return by Mitch Gamit, and there's a net touch by PLDT.
Error is not helping PLDT here. Zeus with a really strong start. This is where they want to be.
Double sub now for Coach Ral Dricafort, two veterans, Jesse De Leon and Ka Fajardo. Short serve. Bump set to Savvy. That's in.
So far, Davison carrying the load here in terms of scoring. Again, going high, going long. Still not changing angles.
That's the woman who has scored in double figures in all of the games of PLDT, including a 34-point outburst.
Yeah, she has been the go-to player, talking about Davison. But Chai Troncoso here giving away another free point. Another attack error.
It's the second attack error of Chai, negating her 2-point performance. This time, the slide to Mitch Gamit. There's the chemistry from their college days, Mondoñedo and Gamit.
And again, we have to credit Mondoñedo with her playmaking, keeping it unpredictable on the side of PLDT because she's able to activate everyone at this point. Gamit there finding the donut hole of PLDT.
Zeus staying sharp, 14-8. And with the help of the net, they get to point number 15.
I mean, they're putting in the effort and they're getting some luck as well.
Sense of urgency now for Coach Ral, even before we reach the second technical timeout.
Yun yung una eh. Tsagayin nyo muna yung receive. Sinusubal nila. Yung serve nyo rin. Labanan nyo rin.
Nata-target nila pero iba yung
Reset ka! Reset! Mamaya asa pa.
Sa'yo na lang. Sige, sorry.
Pero ano naman ako? Yung akin na to. Trabaho muna! Trabaho! PLT!
As you mentioned, Ayel, it starts with the serve of Zeus.
And you know, and for PLDT, they just need to polish up the small details in their game right now. They've already proven that they have a lot of firepower. They are good on defense as well, but they're not able to execute that right now.
Troncoso on the serve. Ball up by Ceballos. Onto the open. That did a draw for Savvy. Here's the counter with Ginny. And a point for Ginny Arroyo.
And Zeus just came in prepared today against PLDT.
3 points now for Ginny. They're up by 8.
Bitin ba kayo sa games? Watch all the replays on PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
SB Finance, ang BFF na malalapitan. We return for our coverage of Zeus versus PLDT. The Thunderbelles are looking to do what Gallery's Tower did,
right.
which was score an upset versus Signal HD to get a spot in the quarterfinals.
And you know, if PLDT continues to play the way they're playing right now, and Zeus plays the way they are right now, Zeus has a big chance of pulling up that upset. So this has to be a wake-up call here for PLDT.
I mean, we're now at 16-8 already in the set. And Shai Troncoso will continue to serve. They've been loading up on these serves. Not the best of receives there. Davison.
Oh, great dig.
That's by Zeta. Gamit chased it. Ceballos keeping the ball alive. They go back to Savvy Davison. Nice dig. Gamit through. Savvy again. Wow! Look at Jovelyn Gonzaga move. Mika Reyes' turn. That was low.
Again, Zeus just playing patient on the floor defense. PLDT was in the advantage all the time in terms of offense. But they can't score a point. So Coach Rao trying to find some changes here, making some adjustments. So you have Del Palomata on the court right now.
She was their original starter. Actually had 8 starts in the preliminaries. As it is a service error by Shai Troncoso.
Let's see if PLDT can maximize this.
Double sub back in. Angge Alcantara and Erica Santos. 9 serving 17 in set number 1. Chloe will choose the open. Chinny quite low there, but still she got a hand.
Chinny Arroyo starting hot as well here for Zeus. Really knows how to use the hands of the blockers to get a point. This time off the hands of Erica Santos.
This is something good from Chinny Arroyo because the last time that we saw her score in double figures was 4 games back in their win versus Cherry Tigo. Taps is in now to serve for Zeus Coffee. Ball up by Savvy. She gets it. Davison again. Down the line, it was out. Oh, it was actually in.
Finally, Davison. It has been Davison offensively here for PLDT. Switching angles.
I'm sorry, Ariel. Nadala ako kay Jovelyn Gonzaga who was trying to sell to everybody that it was out. Good thing the linesman saw it right. As now, with the help of the net, it's an ace for Savvy Davison.
And PLDT needs at back-to-back points. They need to make a run here. Let's see if Zeus will have the sense of urgency. They need a quick side out.
Savvy with 5 points so far. Over received. The drop read well by Dolly Verzosa. Chinny Arroyo blocked. That is what Del Palomata can do for you.
Exactly.
This block of the set is brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL All-Filipino Conference.
A total rejection there for Chinny Arroyo.
Palomata has registered 3 or more blocks 5 times already in this conference. As now it is a service error, something that PLDT could not afford, especially at this point. Mondoñedo now at the back. Savvy received it. Back row hit. Wow, that was a bullet.
Savvy Davison doing everything right now for PLDT.
Now this spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin, ang pasalubong ng bayan.
The front row this time from the back row, right at zone 5.
Against the libero. Palomata serves. Tough receive. Chance ball, PLDT. Angge opens up. Ooh. Nice block. The ball goes to us. No more save.
Tia Gagate showing why she's a #1 blocker right now. Take a look at that 1-man block. Perfect timing, perfect pressing of her hands.
20-13 for attack points for Chinny Arroyo. Angge, a kneeling set. Erica Hole. Arroyo trying to plead her case that it was still alive. Apparently it was not enough.
But you know, for Zeus, they also have to be careful here. They can't allow PLDT to gain some momentum because PLDT also knows how to control the match.
Will this be their answer? Arado saves that ball. Angge bumps it up. Nice dig by Mondoñedo. Gagate sending it to the other side. Nice save by Dolly. The rally continues. Back row for Savi. Inside.
Davison continues to be a problem that Zeus could not solve here. Scoring from all sides, scoring from all angles. That's the 7th point of Davison.
Let's see if they can push through with their comeback. Timeout, Coach Jerry.
Let's go. 21 tayo, 21. Pwede ako isang mais na pass para makaside out. Iikot kami. Pa-receive kami dito. Let's go! Go, ikot tayo.
You know, one thing that we can get from this match is a lot of time to communicate among players. Because Coach Jerry lets his players talk, Coach Ralph lets his players talk during the timeouts. Erica Santos now serving. They're down by 5 in set 1. Cheney just had to make sure. And a miss hit by Chai Troncoso.
Well, not the best of sets there, going to Troncoso. She had to adjust, forcing her to commit that error. So slowly but surely here, PLDT trying to close this gap.
Biggest lead was 9. It's a 5-point swing. Arado puts it up. Majoy, the setup to Ceballos, denied by Thea Gagate.
Thea Gagate bringing her A game today. Another rejection there against Ceballos. No coverage for PLDT.
3 points, 2 blocks. The #1 pick in the PVL draft. Now she sits down. Service specialist in for Zeus Coffee. Danny Aying. (21-16), the tip. And it's wide open for Savi.
And Davison has been going for power hit, so she has established that she is a threat, but changing tempos there, really fooling that floor defense of Zeus, who were waiting for that power hit from Davison.
8 points in this game for Savi Davison, almost half of the total of PLDT. And there's a check ball, but no, this is not a good sign. Angge Alcantara is down on the ground, holding on to her left ankle. And mind you, the setter position has been quite tricky for PLDT in the past year. Obviously, we don't have Rhea de Maculangan anymore. CAF is still present for PLDT, but she did have to recover from an injury.
And Alcantara has been having more playing time here this conference.
And obviously, it's even more unfortunate to come at this time because we just finished the preliminaries. PLDT is gearing up for a possible title run. Well, let's hope for the best for Angge Alcantara. This is a good sign that she can walk just like that. Pinagpag na lang, Ayel.
Oh, wow. But good news there for PLDT.
Let's see what happened upon her landing.
Yeah. Stepped on the foot of Troncoso there and twisted her ankle.
Can she push through? CAF having a word with Angge Alcantara. You know, that's one good thing about PLDT. The veterans have welcomed the youngsters.
Right.
Fully embracing them. That's why they have felt empowered under the system of Coach Rald Ricafort. But now, CAF will take her time.
And as expected, the veterans, they know how to step up when their name is being called. Let's see if CAF can switch things up here for PLDT.
She's tying her left shoe as of this moment. Kaya natin magano. Bumelo ulit si CAF Ardo. It is 22 serving 17. That's the tally here in set 1. We have Jovelyn Gonzaga getting ready to serve. Gonzaga only had 2 points, by the way, in Iloilo versus PLDT. in this game. She has 1, but her floor defense has been very effective so far.
Right.
I mean, 5 times already that she has reached double figures in digging in this conference alone. At sa lagay na yan, she's transitioning back to volleyball. All right, we're ready to proceed. Jov sends it in. Calf to the open. Davison soaring and scoring.
The scoring machine here for PLDT, Savvy Davison. Another point, her 9th point of the match, and it's just the first set here. Just too fast there for Zeus.
18-22, crunch time for Zeus Coffee. Slide work for Mitch Gamit.
And Gamit also showing that she knows when to change tempo here. So one blocker in front of her went for that power tip. She scores the point.
3 points for Mitch, 3 for Thea, 4 for Chai, and 4 for Chini. Good job as well by Clo Mondoñedo.
That's right.
Palomata, pambawi sana, but she was rejected.
And it's just not just the offense here for Zeus. They are really prepared defensively. We've been seeing a lot of kill blocks coming from them. Arroyo shutting down Palomata that time.
That makes it 6 set points for the Thunderbelles. This could be their first set win against PLDT this conference. No drop there. Mondoñedo sending it through. The chase by Fiola. Chance ball, Zeus Coffee. Out of time for Clo. On to Chini. He bounces back. Davison off speed. Great activity by Zeus Coffee.
Right.
Here's PLDT. The bump set to Savvy.
Oh, great
Still
save.
dug up. Zeta sending it to the other side. A good rally. Now Palomata will make that ball drop at the back.
And you know, PLDT had to go for a lot of attempts before they scored that point of that hit from Palomata. That's how good the net and floor defense is of Zeus right now.
You can just see it with Jovelyn Gonzaga herself, just throwing her body all over. And now it's a misreceive.
And you know, Kim Fajardo, she's one good server as well.
She will have to continue serving if they want a chance to win this set.
No room for errors.
Calf safely in. Mondoñedo, Chini. Savvy there to save it. Calf centers the ball and the push by Fiola. Gonzaga putting it up. Chini to the other side. A chance for PLDT. Fajardo to Palomata. Sent back by Jovelyn Gonzaga. It's Savvy. Zone 1 ruled outside, and Zeus Coffee will take set number 1.
Oh, what a first set there for Zeus Coffee. Just really forcing PLDT to commit all those attack errors with their good defense.
25-20. That will wrap it up for set number 1. The first set won by Zeus against PLDT in this conference.
Player highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
We concluded set number 1 in 27 minutes. The Zeus Thunderbelles on the board against PLDT, 25-20. Ayel, how impressed were you?
Well, very impressed, but we're also not surprised because we know that Zeus, they are hungry to get this win because PLDT swept them in the preliminaries. But right now, they just really came in prepared. You see it in their defense, not just on the floor defense, but they have been registering like kill blocks as well with Thea Gagate in the front row. And PLDT also just having a slow start. They found the rhythm towards the end, but it was too late for them as Zeus has been playing cohesively in that first set. As you see the numbers, PLDT even having more attack points. They have 13 against the 11 of Zeus, but Zeus have been working so hard on their defense. They have 3 kill blocks against the 1 of PLDT. Both teams with a good number of aces, but PLDT also they need to work on their consistency here. They committed 8 errors on that first set, and those errors also, the timing of those errors were very crucial for them to establish their momentum. So a lot of things to polish up quickly here for PLDT because Zeus looking like they really want an upset.
Yeah, very clean first set, only 4 errors against the 8, which if you're PLDT, you just cannot take that. The last time that they averaged 8 errors per set, they lost their first game in this conference. 8.3 in that 4-set loss versus the Cherry Tigo crossovers. Mitch Gamit and Clo Mondoñedo trying to capitalize on that. Let's see if they can continue though, because it's one thing to win a set against a team like PLDT, but can you actually follow up, sustain it?
And for PLDT, we mentioned that they have a lot of firepower, but so far it's just been Savvy Davison really leading the way. So others really need to step up in terms of scoring because on the side of Zeus, Mondoñedo just having a balanced playmaking, everyone chipping in points for them.
4 players with at least 3 markers for PLDT, or check that, Zeus Coffee with Gamit, Gagate, Troncoso, and Arroyo. While Davison has 9 points, almost half of the output of the high-speed hitters. Troncoso now add to the tally.
Troncoso with a cut shot there. Arado was caught off guard as Davison letting that one go.
Here's Chai Troncoso at the service line. Well up by Kath. Davison, great elevation.
Davison has been unstoppable still. And that's why Kath has been going to her again and again.
And so for the 12th time this season, Savvy Davison has reached double figures.
As expected.
Arroyo, nice approach.
Arroyo really one of those fearless attacker on the side of Zeus. I mean, 2 blockers with her in that sequence, Fajardo and Palomata, but she's just playing it smart.
Service error now. Erika Santos nakahinga ng malalim doon. Took a risk on that. By the way, if you missed it, Angge Alcantara twisted her left ankle in set number 1. That's why we ought to see more playing time for Kat Fajardo. Now, it's a point off the block for Chini Arroyo, who's definitely feeling it now.
Oh, that's right. She's having the hot hands right now for Zeus. 2 blockers can stop her.
7 points for Chini. 3-2. Viola got the first ball. It's Erika Santos on the right. The chase by Jen Zeta. Gonzaga tried to play it sharply to no avail.
So far, points of PLDT are coming from the errors of Zeus.
Three all now. Savvy's at the back. Oh, that's long.
Both teams exchanging errors here.
Again, the tally was 8 PLDT, 4 Zeus in terms of errors in set number 1.
And for PLDT, but even for Zeus, they want to work on that and trim that down even more.
Arroyo, service in. Back set, Erika tipping it through. Good chance for PLDT. Fajardo, back row to Savvy. And that worked. Even with the off speed.
Right, from the back row. makes it more difficult to defend. Take a second look on that. Only one blocker there against her, putting more speed and spin on that attack.
Liberos have been well tested by Savvy Davis and Jen Zeta, and this woman, Dolly Verzosa. As mentioned by Lexi Rodriguez, there's no Julia Angeles in this game. That's an error by Chai Troncoso.
Well, she was trying to go for a cut shot, but the set was too far from the net. It was difficult to execute. So another attack error here coming from Zeus.
(5-4). Troncoso. Dug up by Palomata. Onto the middle. A save by Dolly to Jove. Wow.
Zeus has been breaking the blocks of PLDT here. And that's good news for them that they're able to do that, because PLDT currently the #1 blocking team. So for them to really break one of the strengths of PLDT.
But you can't have a service error after that. There's one thing that we can have as of this moment, and that is a report from Lexi Rodriguez.
Thanks, Migs and Ayel. Just to give an update on Angge Alcantara, as we noticed earlier on the latter part of the first set, natapakan yung left ankle niya ng one of the Zeus Thunderbelles. And you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, she did tell me that yung pain is around 5 to 6. And medyo masakit pa daw, but the PT, she was actually getting iced earlier today. She's feeling much better. Nag-ease na daw yung pain. But one thing that isn't really working out for the high-speed hitters is that they really noticed that the blocking of the Thunderbelles is really good, and they need to reduce their errors and take more of the chances that they can get to score points. And one thing's for sure, si CAF, kita naman natin that they've been slowly easing CAF back into their games, and hopefully the dynamics will be much better and much more smoother this time around. Back to you.
Yeah, this could actually boost things up in terms of CAF returning into her old shape. Her chemistry being redeveloped with these high-speed hitters. But if I may go back to Angge Alcantara, if PLDT wins this game, that buys her time to recover.
Right.
Because we'll have a week of the play-in tournament as Davison again scores from the back. If they lose in this game, they'll have to play in this coming week.
Not enough time to rest.
The spike of the set is brought to you by Duncan, ang pasalubong ng bayan.
And again, Davison scoring another point for PLDT.
Make it a dozen now for Savvy Davison.
And this is why both teams have a tight game here. Exchanging errors, not gaining momentum so far.
8-7, Zeus Coffee still leading us to another technical timeout.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
We are back for our PVL All-Filipino Conference. This is our last game of the qualifying round between Zeus Coffee and PLDT. The Thunderbelles currently having the number of these high-speed hitters. Chini Arroyo continues to lead the way with 7 points for the white shirts.
And other players also really chipping in terms of scoring for Zeus Coffee. Meanwhile, we keep mentioning it, it's just Davison on the side of PLDT. She will definitely need the help of her teammates here in terms of production.
After the dozen points of Savvy Davison, the next leading scorers are Del Palomata and Majoy Baron, both with 2 points each.
Oh, great dig.
At the net, no more save for Clo Mondoñedo.
I mean, good effort there from Gonzaga, but Mondoñedo could not time that well to push that ball over. So a deadlock here at 8.
Here's Majoy. Chinny Arroyo. Saved by Kisha Bedonia. Now it's Savvy. Not much power. Mitch Gamit to the back. Bedonia putting it up. Bump set to Davison. Played it sharp, but wide.
And you understand why Davison wanted to go for that cut shot. The two blockers are really covering all her angles. She wanted to avoid them. Just lack of risk action there.
It's 9-8. Mitch Gamit serving. Davison Pambawe. Outside though, another wide hit.
Now, Zeus has been guarding the cross-court angle of Davison, forcing her to go down the line, but that's not one of her strengths. Her comfortable angle is a cross-court angle. So Zeus really forcing her to commit all these errors.
10-8, Davison.
There
block.
we go. Cross-court angle again, closed down by Thea Gagate.
That is block number 3 in this game for Thea Gagate. This block of the set is brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL All-Filipino Conference. We have a timeout.
Smile, everyone, smile! God, receive muna tayo. Hey, let's go! PLDT!
PLDT still trying to find their groove here in this match. No, we don't see the usual intensity that we see from PLDT as a unit. So far, all the intensity is coming from Davison.
It's a 3-0 run by Zeus Coffee. Davison again intensifies for us.
Better height on that set that time. Davison was able to avoid the block and go for a sharper cross. Oof, what an angle there.
Just so beautiful to watch. A misreceive. Try from the back. Calf bumping it up. Davison again.
And with how Davison is playing right now, she will be the main option in terms of offense because Zeus could not defend her at this point. Two blockers there, but Davison perfectly avoiding them.
14 points now for Savvy Davison. Chinny. She's been good with those check balls.
And then Zeus needed that point because PLDT was starting to gain their momentum. And Arroyo really has been quick to give Zeus a side out.
It's like she wants a showdown against Savvy Davison. 12-10. Davison tipping it through. The save, but not enough for Zeus Coffee.
Well, great reaction there coming from Thea Gagate, recognizing that Davison was going for that off-speed. But just too difficult there for that second touch. So PLDT right now keeping it really close.
The biggest lead in this set, only at 3 points as compared to the 9 that we saw in set number 1. Erica Santos. There you go. That's something that PLDT can build on.
Right. A good set there coming from Arado to Erica Santos. Not the best of hits there coming from Erica, but a good placement shot. Could be a shot that could gain her some confidence here.
Only her second point in this game, Erica Santos. Chinny block. Nice coverage by Jen Zeta. Nice block again. And will it be 4 touches? Yes.
Great net defense there coming from Santos and Palomata.
As you mentioned, they're number 1 in blocking in the PVL.
Davison, 15 points already.
By the way, the total points in this game of PLDT is 33. As Bedonia is able to prevail there, challenging the attacker of Zeus Coffee. And now PLDT has good momentum.
Walang toss, huwag lang basta ibaba ko. Taas mo, maganda yung contact ko kanina, mataas. Binaba mo ngayon, di ka na.
One side out ha. One side out naman. One side out.
kalat-kalat. Paano kayo? Nag-iisipol tayo eh. Nag-iisipol tayo ng balik bomba, balik sa atin.
Job Gonzaga there towards the end of the timeout, telling her teammates that they are giving away easy balls, so she's asking them to be more aggressive in terms of offense because that has worked for them in the previous sequences, especially in the first set.
PLDT now with a 2-point advantage. Thea Gagate from the middle.
I mean, with her height and length, and she gets a perfect set coming from Mondoñedo, she can really choose her angles. She can perfectly avoid the hands of Palomata there, going for deep attacks.
Make it 5 points off of 2 attacks now in this game for Thea Gagate. Service in. Push to the right, Erica Santos met at the net. Gonzaga there to keep it alive. Troncoso. The bump, but that was really tight for Keisha. Mondoñedo back set to Jov.
What an angle there for Jov Gonzaga that happened right in front of us. Just pure athleticism there. Beating the blockers. Going sharp cross. I mean, for Zeus, they would want to keep this rotation. They have a good front row with Troncoso, Gagate, and Gonzaga.
That was the 4th point of Jovelyn Gonzaga. We're tied again. And that was a monstrous hit from the right.
Well, for PLDT, that's what they needed in that sequence. Erica Santos going down the line, hammering that one in.
Talked about her in the pregame as one of the leading scorers of PLDT. Number 4 in the league in terms of attack efficiency. Combination, push by Job, but that went to the side.
An awkward combination play there for Zeus.
And yet another fall to the ground by Jovelyn Gonzaga. 16-14, technical timeout.
Bitin na kaya sa games? Watch all the replays on PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
UAAP Season 87 Volleyball is live and exclusive here on Signal. Watch it all live on the UAAP Varsity channel, One Sports, and Pilipinas Live, because legends start here. But now we are at the heart of volleyball. There you see the Zeus Coffee Thunderbelles feeling a lot of motivation in today's outing. One, because they lost in Iloilo against this very team, the PLDT high-speed hitters. And number 2, they do want to get into the quarterfinals.
Right.
One upset has been done. That was Galleries Tower against Signal HD. Can Zeus do it as well? The high-speed hitters, though, they've given us a nice response here in set 2. They're up 16-14. But believe it or not, this is already their biggest lead in the game.
Let's see if they can sustain it.
Troncoso. Bedonia put it up. Keisha, cross court. Nice dig by Jen. Klo, back to the open. Chai still could not prevail. Keisha centers it. Back row. Now on the counter. Nice block against Jovelyn Gonzaga.
I mean, with an out-of-system set coming from Zeta, PLDT was able to establish their net defense and 2 blockers there. No spaces at all for Jov Gonzaga. Solid block.
Make it 17-14. Klo, back to Chai, another block, coverage present. Gonzaga sent it through. Here's Bedonia, tipping it through. Bump onto Troncoso. Nice block again by PLDT.
Scores are close right now for Zeus. PLDT with good net defense. Back-to-back kill blocks for them. But Joy Baron really working hard.
That would be the third point of Majoy Baron in this game. You have a timeout.
Bidonya, kung sino man.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. 1 point tayo. Let's go.
We've been mentioning the net defense of Cap Fajardo and company. Isha Bedonia has definitely helped the cause of PLDT. Majoy Baron with another statement as well in previous sequence. This is now the biggest lead of the high-speed hitters. A misreceive by Jen Zeta.
And you see Zeus right now having some hesitations in their movement.
PLDT trying to pull away.
Right? Zeus feeling the pressure with his 5-point lead of PLDT.
Better receive. Back set to Job. Nakabawi na.
And you know, when you need the point and when you want to gain back that confidence, you have a veteran in Jov Gonzaga who can deliver that point, breaking the hands of Bedonia this time.
That's the 5th point of Jovelyn Gonzaga in this matchup. Taps returns to serve again.
Searching for the Thunderbelles, White Rim Tapia.
15-19 here in set number 2. There's the jump serve. Ball up by Arado. And Santos was blocked coverage. Bedonia to the back. Good chance for Zeus. Gonzaga again.
Gonzaga stepping up right now. Making a run here. They want to close this gap, and Mondoñedo just feeding her all that sets. What a great angle there from Gonzaga, squeezing that one in between the net and Bedonia.
It's starting to become nostalgic now, Ayel, watching Jovelyn Gonzaga. That's an absolute miss hit on the serve by Taps. Sayang. Make it 20 points now against the 16 of Zeus Coffee for PLDT. Oh, that's an over receive. Bedonia, zone 1. It's ruled outside.
I mean, she had the right thing in mind to go for a placement shot at zone 1. Just too much angle for her.
17 serving 20. Arado, pinabawi sana. It's still alive. Mondoñedo decided to attack and she scored.
Reminding PLDT that she can be an offensive setter here. Taking charge on that second ball. Going for a hit. PLDT definitely not prepared for that.
Now we have a timeout.
Yung lalaban mong malakas, yung pang high hands dito. Pero pag maganda naman yung set, yun nga, pwede mong gamitin lagi yung kickoff. Ha? Wala lang magiging.
O, receive muna tayo. Receive muna. Let's go. Good. Yes, sige lang ha. Hey, PLDT.
A while ago, it was a 5-point advantage for the high-speed hitters. Off of a 3-point swing, Kisha Bedonia and company now find themselves again feeling pressure here in set number 2.
For PLDT, they need a quick side out. I mean, Davison is still on the back row in terms of out-of-system sets. They are having a difficult time activating her.
It's Kisha. Got a hand. Klo, back set to the slide. Davison there to save it. Fajardo, back to Bedonia. Nice dig by Dolly. Klo, back row. Another save by Savi. Bedonia. Not much power there. The rally continues. Troncoso's turn. Hole not exploited. Bedonia down the line. Great effort by Gonzaga. This will be a chance ball. Out of time for CAF. She will choose Majoy Baron. Check or not. There will be a challenge.
And PLDT looks confident that there was a block touch. Zeus also did not react on that. They are buying time to recover from that long rally.
Right.
Let's see.
You know, the trajectory did seem to change.
Right.
But then again, the machines are better than us. So let's rely on this challenge. Block touch. Ayun na.
There you go. Very clear. On the hands of Gamit.
But as you mentioned, that was practically a timeout as well. So, nakahinga na mga manlalaro natin dito sa Phil Sports Arena. At stake is one slot in the quarterfinals. Out there, the Chocomucho Flying Titans are watching this game, scouting their next opponent. Ooh, a service error by Keisha.
Costly as well there, as they were trying to keep the lead, but Zeus keeping it close here.
19 serving 21, Chai Troncoso. Arado first ball. Fajardo, Davison, blocked. Same attacker. Good defense by Zeus. Now it's Chitty down the line, but it was outside.
She knew that it was out.
Yung tinggigil doon, si Chini Arroyo.
I got too excited. That was a good set coming from Mondoñedo.
Now we have Majoy Baron serving. Another error.
And it has been halting their momentum here, talking about the errors of PLDT on the service line.
Diego Gate is back to join the front row of Zeus Coffee. It is 20 serving 22, eyeing a crucial serve for the white shirts. Received by Bedonia. Davison, it's her time. Still saved. Arroyo tried to drop it. It was low.
And that a ball was away from the net. She couldn't pull off a power tip on that one. So there's a bad decisions here coming from Zeus, giving PLDT some free points and more confidence on the tail end.
This is a chance to get 4 set points for CAF, Fajardo and company. That is inside.
Well calculated serve there for Kim Fajardo. She didn't go for a sharp one. She was really intentional, putting that ball in the corner pocket. And what a perfect execution for her.
Kalkulado niya na yan. Oh, nice block. That's how we would end set number 2 with a net defense of PLDT.
PLDT recovering well after that first set loss. Net defense definitely was key for them.
It's Erica Santos getting her first block point in this matchup. She has 4 in total to the high-speed hitters. 1 set apiece.
Player highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
Retribution for the PLDT high-speed hitters in set number 2, just totally reversing what happened in set number 1, 25-20. And even the duration of the set was just a 1-minute difference. Alright, so how did PLDT equalize in this matchup?
Well, for PLDT, they knew they needed that set, so they picked up their game. I mean, Davison still starting strong for them, but what really helped them on that set was their net defense. Majoy Baron working hard, transitioning from the left pin to the right pin, just guarding the net. Erika Santos also being good in terms of net defense on the right pin. So as you can see in terms of the numbers, Zeus Coffee out-attacking PLDT. They have 11 against the 9 of PLDT. But again, it was the kill blocks, the rebounds of PLDT that allowed them to win that second set. 3 kill blocks for them against the 1 of Zeus. 2 service aces as well for them. And that big change here for Zeus in the first set, they only had 4 errors. But for the second set, they have 11 errors. That's a big number to give away to your opponent. So it just means the PLDT gained 11 free points on that second set. So that's something Zeus has to really work on in the third set, because you can see that in terms of attacking, they are still there. Offensively, they're good. Defensively, they're good. But they're just committing way too many errors on that second set.
I gave the argument to PLDT that their worst game in terms of errors was against Cherry Tigo at 8.3 per set. Now, 4 plus 11, making it 15, divide by 2, 7.5. Right. That matches the worst pace for Zeus in terms of errors in this conference.
And
so
that's something Zeus really need to recognize and work on right away. Because if not, PLDT will just capitalize on their errors.
Can we see cleaner volleyball here in set number 3? Essentially back to square one for these two teams as they try to book a spot in the quarterfinals against the Chocomucho Flying Titans. If you lose this game, then you join the play-in tournament, which will begin this Thursday. As we put it in the pregame, it's their one more chance to get themselves into the playoffs. Thank you for joining us as we come to you live from the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City. This is Mix Gomez at your service alongside Ayel Estranero, and our courtside reporter is Lexi Rodriguez. Fajardo continues to play. Nice return, but still saved by PLDT. Now we have a challenge.
Netball challenge there for PLDT.
I mean, that just caught everybody off guard here in Pasig.
I mean, a very, very early challenge here for PLDT. So it must be the coaches are very sure for them to actually stop the rally and call this challenge. Because if not, that's one less challenge right away for them. And we're just in the beginning of the set.
Well, I'm seeing the coaches right now having a discussion at the sideline for PLDT. Coach Mike Santos, Coach Manolo, Coach Arnold Manyog as well. May mga ano yan, di ba? May mga designated na kailangan tignan on the court for these challenges.
So they're probably still looking for that sequence that PLDT is trying to challenge.
All right, net fault. There you go. That's why.
Well, that's a good job to the coaching staff of PLDT having that sense of urgency.
All right. Majoy Baron serving. Zeta goes to Troncoso. That was a mishit by Chai.
And Troncoso has been trying to go for the cut shot and sharp cross, but she hasn't been very effective on that.
Now that's out.
Way too long there for Majoy Baron. PLDT having a bad day in terms of serving, but also that's one of actually their weakest skill. They are 11th in serving overall.
How about Zeus Coffee? Where are they in terms of serving? Number
They are
five,
number 5.
at the middle of the pack. Now we go to the side with Lexi Rodriguez.
Well, while both of these teams are slowly trying to build their momentum and slowly easing into their groove, the Thunderbelles are definitely trying and doing everything that they can to get back on their groove. Well, just before the set started, you know, Jovs Gonzaga spoke with the girls and gave a little pep talk. Sabi niya, lesser errors at yung sense of urgency, kailangan talaga yon because they need to win to get a ticket to the quarterfinals. Well, we all know that you can't take away and take the leader out of Jobs, and in moments like this, she's exactly the voice the team needs. Yung pagiging ate talaga niya sa team, yung malaking contribution niya. And sometimes all they need is a good motivational talk to turn things around for them. And hopefully, this is one of those times. Back to the panel.
It is actually the perfect time for your veteran to come alive. Now that we're done with the preliminaries, you know, every game counts. And it's basically a quick ticket onto the quarterfinals. So why not for Jov Gonzaga and company? Nice save by Arado. Troncoso, Jov with a push set onto Arroyo. Almost worked. Here's the counter. Open. Bedonia still couldn't score. Arroyo again. Block. Coverage. At the net. Fajardo onto the right. And there's a whistle blown. Somebody touched the net.
Oh, but what the scrappy defense there for Zeus until the end of that sequence. I mean, Zeta had a good hand on the coverage. But take a look at this replay. There you go, Arroyo scraping the white tape on her way down.
At least Zeus responded to Lexi's report. The sense of urgency by Jov Gonzaga onto her teammates. Erica Santos blocked. And it was in.
Pea Gagate, just a different wall to break here. There you go, Erica Santos trying to power through her hands.
That's 4 blocks now for Pea Gagate in this game. This would be the 7th time in this conference that she's had 3 or more. Nice off-speed hit.
Smart move there coming from Erica Santos, recognizing that the floor defense of Zeus was pulling back, going for that off-speed shot. Well, great urgency there from Zeus, just a split second late to go for that pancake save.
Now you gotta love this if you're a PLDT fan. Now Santos is coming alive. We've seen moments from Majoy Baron and Del Palomata as well. Now they get another block.
It's like a showdown of Thea Gagate and Majoy Baron on that net defense, exchanging kill blocks here.
Troncoso from the back. Oh, it's a good one.
Right. The risk action of Troncoso, putting more speed on that attack. Take a second look at that. From the back row, I mean, Palomata was trying to stretch her arms there.
6 points for Chai. It's 7-4. Bedonia to the back. Back set to Jov. Cross court. No save by Caps.
The ball was already sailing out, but Fajardo trying to go to get the defense. And didn't have the best control on that ball.
And she knew it right from the get-go.
Good pass.
That's by Savvy. Combination did not work properly. Back set onto Jov. That's tight. Yeah, actually went over. Straight on to Chai Troncoso.
A wasted opportunity there for PLDT after that good pass from Davison, and Zeus taking advantage of that.
Okay, we have another challenge. The second in the set for the high-speed hitters. Now it's reaching beyond the net. Tama kasi sila kanina, Ayel. Kaya syempre, mas confident yung coaches to do it again.
They keep 2 of their challenges. And you know, for PLDT, they recognize that Zeus is fighting hard in this match, so they will try to get every point that they can, even if they have to go for these challenges.
Is that legal?
No. No overreaching there. No reaching beyond.
So now PLDT is down to 1 challenge in set number 3. Zeus Coffee is closing in, by the way. Biggest lead was 4 just a while ago. Now it's down to 1. Bedonia, finally, it works for her.
Bedonia going for the hands that time.
8-6. Technical timeout here in set number 3.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
Sir Frank Lau of Strong Group Athletics joins us here inside the Phil Sports Arena. Maybe some added motivation for the Zeus Thunderbelles as well. They're keeping it tight against PLDT. They already won set number 1, although they lost set 2. They were able to trim the lead down to 1 just a while ago, but as it stands, it is 8-6 PLDT in set number 3.
PLDT with a better start right now.
Back set to Job. One blocker there in front of her. Here's the counter from the back. Davison overcooked it.
Davison wanted to go to zone 5, but lacked risk action there.
Savvy hasn't scored in the set, Ayel. She had 9 in the opener, 6 in set number 2 for a total of 15. There's Thea Gagate. 4 blocks, 6 points. Service in. Target was Savvy. Bedonia, the ball rolled back.
And no coverage there for PLDT. I mean, the ball was still gliding on the net. They had time there.
This block of the set is brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL All-Filipino Conference. Now we have a deadlock.
Yeah, Zeus Coffee starting to find the rhythm here.
Totally different compared to what happened in Iloilo. There's the response from Kisha Bedonia.
Bedonia adjusting her attack this time and finally getting that off-the-block hit after getting blocked by Gonzaga.
And this is a woman with such a nice story. She wasn't even able to play in the UAAP.
Right.
That was a dream of hers, but she was able to get an early entry here in the PVL, found herself a nice home. She's very happy with PLDT, by the way. At ang maganda dyan, ang dami yung veterano na she can learn from.
A lot from. That's true. And Bedonia has been that impact player off the bench.
Fajardo pushes!
Veteran moves for Kim Fajardo. Pulling the blockers, faking it, going for a set last second, pushing that ball in the corner pocket. No one there for Zeus Coffee.
Kita mo naman yung effort ni Chini Arroyo, but then again, they were outsmarted.
Right.
10-9, pambawi. Troncoso, that was in.
Quick side out for Zeus Coffee. Chai Troncoso going high, going for the fingertips of her blockers. Going down the line, choosing Fajardo, the smaller blocker in the sequence.
So now we're exchanging points in set number 3.
Both teams really fighting out hard here.
Savvy dropping it, nice read. Berzosa to the left. Arroyo met at the net. That's an overdig. Still saved. Savvy. Quite sharp at the net again. The joust. Won by Mondoñedo. And off the net there, Davison sent that ball out.
Davison here couldn't find her personal momentum in this set. But she has to pick things up quickly. PLDT needs her.
Zeus Coffee now with the advantage. 11-10 in set number 3. Troncoso. Savvy had to recalculate there. Back row for Chai. Practically a chance ball. Davison again. That was in.
And that's the kind of set that Davison wants. Better swing this time from her, better execution as well. So
Now,
another deadlock in this set.
and Ayel, you can take your phone out. Take a picture of the screen. One's across the board. Make a wish. The slide by Gamit. It's Davison. Wow.
I mean, Zeta was there right on the spot to go for the defense. Just couldn't contain that attack coming from Davison.
The spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin' ang pasalubong ng bayan.
Davison breaking the hands of Zeta on that attack.
I mean, it was only about time that she was gonna get her groove again.
Right?
Fajardo. Kanina pa ba? Another point for Sammy Davison.
A bullet coming from Davison. Take a second look at that one. Open block on the down the line angle. Mondoñedo could not establish her block there.
Nothing much that Jovelyn Gonzaga could do as well. Arroyo, she was under. Was there a check though? And yes, there will be a challenge. This is the first challenge of Zeus Coffee in this game.
Right?
Yes, because it's the first time that we're seeing your former teammate, Justin Dorog. Quite a busy woman, huh?
Present in almost all the tournaments.
So she got UP,
Right?
Zeus Coffee. She's still a head coach. Nag-head coach na kasi yan ng high
Head
school
coach in the high school team.
Talk about learning on all levels.
Ooh.
There's a touch.
Good challenge there for Zeus Coffee.
Funny reaction from Erica Santos.
She knew.
Yeah.
For sure.
Tinago niya lang. Sharp serve. Erica Pambawi. Block. Coverage by Del. Fajardo had to wipe her hands before that set. Calf again. Same attacker. Davison with the point.
Well, right now Davison is saying you can't leave that open block on the down the line angle. I am having an easier time. Take a look at that one. I mean, those kinds of attacks, he needs to get at least a rebound on the net. That's really difficult to defend on the floor.
Make it 14-12. A service error though. It will be service error number 4 in this game for Savvy Davison.
Serving for the Thunderbelles from Mondoñedo.
Back set. The tip by Erica. Sent through. Arado. Back to Santos. And that was in. Just met the line.
Great execution there for Santos. Out of system set for her. Didn't force a sharp attack. Went for a placement shot. Really put that on the corner pocket. Great court sense for her.
She's getting up there. 7 points now in this game for Erica Santos. Claw to Chini. Saved. Calf.
Ooh.
Nice block. And there you see the duel again, right? Between Gagate and Baron.
I mean, that set was low coming from Fajardo, and Gagate was able to establish her block already, and we know she has that height advantage as well. Not even against Joy Baron on the net.
Must feel good though if you're Thea to block your
Oh,
senior
should
in
be.
LaSalle.
It should be.
Regalo. That was just too easy for the tallest player on the court.
And this is what PLDT has to be careful with when Thea Gagate is on the front row. She is a threat defensively. So they can give away those regalos.
15 all. Here's Chini Arroyo. Oh, a costly error. That will send us to the second technical timeout.
Timeout score 16 for PLDT, 15 for Zeus Coffee.
Bitin na kayo sa games? Watch all the replays on PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
SB Finance, ang BFF na malalapitan. Good to see our lovely crowd here inside the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City, enjoying the last game of the qualifying round. Earlier today, we were granted by the volleyball gods with a 5-set match, a win by Akari against Farm Fresh. So ang tanong lang naman namin ay, magdadalawa ba tayo sa gabing ito? Because it's one set apiece and PLDT is up against Zeus Coffee but only by a thread.
And this is why this set is very important because it creates the separation. So let's see who will find the momentum and keep the momentum until the end. It's just a 1-point lead for PLDT.
Erica Santos onto the other side. Troncoso.
Ooh,
a miscue between Arado and Davison.
They were looking at each other. Well, the ball went in between them. It was a good rebound from the net defense, but no one committed on the floor defense for both Davison and Arado.
But the good thing is seeing them talk to each other immediately. I mean, they're the two leaders of PLDT after all. There's Arado with the first ball, also with a smile. Unfortunately, her middle blocker was blocked by Chai Troncoso.
And you know, the net defense of Zeus is just reading the playmaking of Fajardo so well here. She put Fajardo behind her, but the net defense was still there.
Served by Taps, that's good. Fajardo to the open. Keisha Bedonia's block. Coverage present. Arado, same attacker.
Ooh.
And now Bedonia will prevail.
Very good point there for PLDT.
Bedonia, subbing in a while ago for Fiola Ceballos, will now go to the bench. Ceballos will be serving for the high-speed hitters.
Play defense there on the back row.
That is one thing that she has been really known for in this conference. I mean, Ayal, 2 triple doubles to her name. Just one of the great things that she does.
Can be reliable defensively, just like that.
Ooh, Fajardo.
Getting that 1-2 play. Also credit again Ceballos with a good pass there. And Fajardo surprising Zeus Coffee.
4 points now for Fajardo in this matchup. Troncoso. Net at the net. Kim, Majoy, dug up by Klo. Now it's Joe. Rebound. The tip. And a donut hole exploited by Savvy.
And you know, Davison just really knows when to change the tempo, when to go for the soft touches. Zeus again caught flat-footed there. No one even attempt to go for the defense.
19-17. Troncoso, cross-court.
Faster set this time coming from Mondoñedo. Baron was not able to establish that block.
Now serving,
Still a tight match until the end here.
Walang lumalayo. Why not? Zeus and PLDT. Davison, ganda ng hang time.
And she's just capitalizing on that weak spot in the floor defense of Zeus. Zeus finally attempting to go for the defense, but still not quick enough to get that good ball.
So Davison is now up to 21.
Big number yet again for Davison.
Her season high was 34 against Creamline in the 5-set match 2 games ago. Troncoso got a hand. Jovi Prado is in the game, by the way.
Too tight.
Chance for Zeus. Troncoso again.
And you know, if Troncoso gets a good set, the set that she wants, and she finds her own momentum, she can also be unstoppable. Take a look at this one. That's the risk action.
After all, Chai did tell me this is the most comfortable that she has ever felt in the PVL.
Wow.
Just owning this starting role for Coach Jerry Yee. Fajardo, Savvy, inside.
Davison yet again on that sharp cross.
22 points for Savvy Davison. No save there for Dolly Verzosa. Klo onto Arroyo. Nice defense by Ceballos. Back to Savvy. Still alive. Klo attacks. Dug up by Kim. Davison, down the line target. Didn't work. Push by Klo. Here's the counter. Calf to Erica. That fell short, but she got a hand. PLDT now with a 3-point advantage, 22-19. Erica Santos just scored her 9th point in this matchup. She could very well be the second scorer to reach double figures for the high-speed hitters. Slide. Gamit off the hand of Davison.
Gamit has been a bit quiet here for Zeus, but finally being activated. Another slight attack. What she is known for, actually, that's one of, and you know, those are the kinds of sets that Davison wants. You know, in-system set, medyo dikit, because she is really capable of going for those sharp angles with that kind of elevation. Just too hard to defend both on the net and the floor.
23-20 now. Short serve. Gagate from the middle. Overcooked it. But they want a check. This is a crucial challenge. Could be 4 set points for PLDT or down to a 2-point disadvantage for Zeus Coffee.
This is an important, and as you mentioned, crucial challenge for Zeus Coffee. This could be a good time as well for them to talk things out here.
Was it clean?
Ooh,
yeah,
very
it
clean
was.
there. Block was late, so no block touch. Unsuccessful challenge for Zeus Coffee.
So 4 set points. This is Savvy Davison serving for the set. That's a misreceive. And an ace to end set number 3.
And PLDT yet again dictating the pace of the match, leading all throughout. What a way for Davison to get that service ace right in time to get the last point.
By the middle of the 3rd set, we were saying Savvy hasn't scored in set 3. She finished set 3 with 9 points in that frame.
Player highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
We did not watch a replay of set number 2 for set number 3, even though you're seeing the same score, the same duration. PLDT getting yet another set against Zeus Coffee. Now the question is, can they close out here in set 4?
Well, that's the one thing that they want for sure, talking about PLDT. They're starting to find their momentum in a way that they are dictating the pace of the match, and it has been Zeus Coffee playing catch up on them. And other players also stepping up on the side of PLDT. We've mentioned Erica Santos, but again, Davison just leading the way for them. But Fajardo also pushing to activate the middles. But Zeus Coffee just putting the walls against them. So you see the numbers on your screens. PLDT finally playing better at attacking. They have 18 against the 11 of Zeus Coffee. And as I mentioned earlier, the blocks, the walls are up on the side of Zeus Coffee. They were able to tally 5 kill blocks against the 1 of PLDT. And both teams really trying to limit their errors on that set. Only 5 for Zeus and only 4 for PLDT.
So that was clean. Something that we asked for from set number 2. How about that? 5 blocks. Thea Gagate must be proud among others, but then again, they'll have to respond in more ways against Savvy Davison and the rest of PLDT. Davison has 24 points in this game. The top scorer on the other end is Chai Troncoso with a dozen.
Davison almost a set here. That's how much he has been working hard all throughout.
Let me count. I'm looking at the scoring performances of Savvy Davison. 7 times she reached 20 or more points in the preliminaries. That's more than half, by the way, of their total games. So this would be number 8.
Wow. High productions always coming from Davison. And she's the main reason why PLDT is also thriving this conference as Mondoñedo going for a 1-2 play right away.
That's how you would catch everybody off guard. 3rd point for Klo. Chai Troncoso will serve. She ought to be careful though. She has 3 service errors in this game. That was in. On to the open. Savvy Davison. Bueno pa lang. Alam mo na.
And that's right. No, against Davison, you can't have a loose block. You can't have a late block. It has to be an established block on her angle. Because if not, it's an automatic point for PLDT.
1-all.
Good set.
Arroyo tipping it through. Santos there to put it up. Palomata from the middle. Here's the counter with Chinny. Nice dig by Fiola. Savvy again. I just feel for the Bionic Ilongga.
Really beast mode here for Davison. She's not slowing down at all. Power hits coming from her to start the set.
That's 26 points now for Savvy Davison. Arroyo. Ball up by Majoy. Good job by the middle blocker. Here's the other middle blocker. No point for Del. The counter with the middle blocker on the other end. Mitch Gamit. And now we go to our courtside reporter, Lexi Rodriguez.
Well, for the longest time since Kim Fajardo's injury, this is the longest playing time that she's ever had since that recovery period. You know, actually, kanina, Angge Alcantara was supposed to sub in and replace her, but according to the officials and according to the official book of the PVL, a player who cannot continue playing due to injury should be substituted legally. And that is yung concept ng exceptional substitution. So maybe, Ayel, you can tell us more about that rule of the PVL.
It seems like it is actually an FIVB rule that the injured or expelled player, we're talking about Angge Alcantara, substituted via exceptional substitution, is not allowed to enter the match. And that's what happened earlier. Kim Fajardo had to enter the match because she was injured. So right now, she's not allowed to re-enter the court anymore. That's why she's sitting there on the sidelines.
Well, yes, we're happy that Angge Alcantara was able to walk, but before that, we saw the wheelchair ready to just roll her out of the match.
But Kim Fajardo also just playing a good game right now, so there's really nothing to worry here for PLDT.
And as Lexi also mentioned a while ago, this is a good chance for her to, you know, just go back onto her old form, reestablish her chemistry with her teammates. Calf. Nice block. Now to the right, Erica Santos. Back row, Troncoso.
Great rebound.
Savvy. Rebound by the net.
And you know, Arroyo, she had the right thing in mind. When in doubt, you go for it. But that ball was actually sailing out already. Could have been a free point for them.
The point tally of Savvy Davison has officially reached 2 rows on our stats sheet. 27 big ones, activated very well by Kim Fajardo. Now we have Kate Santiago in the game. That was a power hit. The counter. Savvy could not get it through. Fajardo back to Davison.
And you know, the way Davison has been attacking is starting to frustrate the net defense, the defenders of Zeus Coffee, because despite having the good and established net defense, Davison still able to outsmart them and out-attack them.
Ooh, Kagate blocked. Great defense by PLDT.
3 blockers right in front of Gagate, perfectly reading that one.
Now we have a timeout.
Okay na naman, quick na naman to. Wala naman tayong back row, wala naman tayong option.
May gusto mo back
Tapos ano, magta-timeout ulit ako, tapos yun na naman ang gagawin natin. Ha? Kasi sabi, ano, sasara nila to, i-slice yung bola ron, tapos gugulat na naman tayo. Ha? Mine, ganun, tapos ulit na naman.
Oh, let's go.
Well, you know, one thing is for sure, Davison is one big problem on the defense of Zeus that they need to figure out quickly, because she has been having an easy time converting points here.
It's now 7 serving 3 in set number 4. Verzosa got first ball. Back row for Chai. She scores off the blocks.
A good anticipation there coming from Palomata. Jumping, trying to slow down Troncoso, but that loose block definitely not enough on that power hit coming from Troncoso.
Collision there between Fajardo and Santos. There's the counter. Job. Ginawa niya yung ginagawa ni Sabi.
That's right. And that's the angle that Gonzaga is most efficient in. So you can't leave that cross-court angle open. She will maximize that one.
Let's see if the leader of Zeus can rally them. It's 5-7. Arado will give up a free ball. Played it short. Free ball onto their side. Fajardo. Push on to Savi. Dug back. Erica. Sent through. Dolly. Now to Kate. Easily saved. Savi using her left hand. Battle at the net. Ooh, somebody touched it.
Well, it was almost an overpass. Mondoñedo trying to save that one.
That leads us to our first technical timeout in set number 4.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
Sir Ricky Palou joins us at the sideline. Couple more VIPs inside the Phil Sports Arena. There you see the VIP of Zeus Coffee. Their veteran in Jovelyn Gonzaga. The question is, what do they have left on their tank against this woman? Savi Davison, 28 big points in this matchup.
Who in some sequences, Kim Fajardo has been exclusively going to. A lot of balls really being set up for Davison.
8-5. Set. Nice hit. Good defense. Fiola sent it through. Job. Check ball.
Off the hands for Giovanni Gonzaga.
And that's where experience comes in, because that set was too tight to the net, but Jov Gonzaga still knowing what to do and how to get the point.
She's now in double figures. Jovelyn Gonzaga reaching that mark for the 6th time this season. Oh, a power hit, but it went outside for Erica Santos.
May konting gigil na nakasama yung palo na yon, because that was a good reverse set coming from Kim Fajardo.
Santos, though, you would understand why Kim would want to go to her as well. She's also in double figures in this matchup. That's a service error, though, by Kate Santiago.
Not a good time for them to get that error, because PLDT is having a good start here.
They're trying to close out in 4 sets. They want a date with Choco Mucho. Back set onto Jov.
Good defense.
That's by Calf. This will be a free ball. Dolly, Klo, Jov.
Another good dig.
At the net. PLDT sends it back to Davison. That was low.
Davison, I mean, the set was already low and she wanted to go for a sharp attack, but that went straight to the net. Let's see if Zeus Coffee can find the rhythm here.
A chance to give us a deadlock. Thea Gagate serves that ball straight to the line. 9 points. First service ace for Thea Gagate. Here's a replay. The float just dropped. Fajardo to the open. Ceballos. A save by Kate. Chance ball. Played it short. Erica Santos. Off speed. Here's Klo onto Chai. Good read by Calf. Santos again with more power this time. Kate goes right. Jov. Blocked. Coverage by herself. Troncoso. A good one.
I mean, a great defense coming from both teams, but Zeus Coffee. Already tried Troncoso with a power hit. Straight to Davison there. Not the best of positions to go for that defense.
15 points now for Chai Troncoso in this game. Job tried to exploit the hole to no avail. A counter with Viola. No opening. Job through and through. Fajardo onto Majoy. Nice rally again.
Ooh.
Mitch Gamit with a hammer. Nice save by Catharado. Here's a chance for Zeus. They go to Mitch. And net at the net.
And that second attempt, PLDT already knew that Mondoñedo was gonna go back to Gamit to give her more confidence. They are more prepared at times. Ceballos getting that kill block.
Erica Santos.
10-all now in set number 4. Erica Santos, very short.
Well, she wanted to go for a short serve.
Now serving for the Thunderbelles, Giovanni
Definitely did not
Gonzaga.
have the best height on that serve.
11-10. Viola. Under. She knew it.
Errors piling up here for PLDT.
Ceballos still trying to get her groove in this matchup. Only 1 point to her name. But she did spend a significant amount of time at the bench. Almost got retribution there. Troncoso to the other end. Back row for Savvy, pushing it. Jov going left. Troncoso again. That was out. They want the touch.
And they look confident, all the players signaling to Coach Jerry that there was a touch.
A challenge midway through set number 4. Zeus wanting to give us our second 5-set match in our outing for the PVL. Well, PLDT already wants to book a ticket to the quarterfinals, but we have to remind everybody, Ayel, what's next after the qualifying round we have?
The play-in tournament.
It's going to begin on Thursday. That's clean.
Yeah.
Very clean at that. Unsuccessful challenge. Service onto Dolly. Troncoso. Wow, what a cross.
Cleaner attack this time. Going sharp cross. Found an opening in the cross-court angle and went for that hit. Good set as well coming from Mondoñedo. Even Kat Arado could not defend that one.
16 points now for Chai Troncoso. Her conference high was 19 just a couple of games ago. That was against Petrogas. Sabi, the dig by Dolly, saved by Kate, and it's a chance ball. Oh, what a smart play by Catarado.
And that's very frustrating for Zeus after the effort they put into just to get the ball over. Take a look at the Kate Santiago there. Oh, but what a smart move coming from the veteran libero and Arado.
Grabe naman yun. Here's Sabi. Down the line, job there to save it. Kate. Well put up. Erica from the back. Good chance for Zeus. No, but it wasn't the best of digs. Nahirapan si Clomo Daniedo.
I mean, blockers were up and ready for that. Well, we have another tight set here. Zeus finally keeping it really close.
Every set has had the score of 25-20, by the way. As now it is a slide by Mitch Gamit.
Again, a very efficient attacker on that specific style. And Mondoñedo just knows when to use Gamit in that slide attack. It's always the timing that allows them to be successful in that.
7 points now for Mitch Gamit. Sabi. Called that a bullet a while ago. It's still a bullet right now.
Well, Davison throwing bullets on the court of Zeus here. Take a second look of that. Worthy of a replay here. Impossible to defend on the floor.
Speaking of seconds, this is now the second time that Savi Davison has reached 30 points in this conference, as now that attack went wide for Kate Santiago.
And Zeus here with some errors, but they can't linger on those errors anymore because they need to move on quickly because we're in the tail end of the set.
It's a good first ball by Dolly. Back row for Chai. And a missed dig by Cal Fajardo. 15 all, toe-to-toe here in set number 4.
Serving for the Thunderbelles, Mondoñedo.
Mondoñedo serving it in. Savi just towering even over Gagate and the Bionic Ilongga. Davison has 31 points. PLDT up 16-15.
Bitin na kayo sa games? Watch all the replays on PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
There you see team captain Kath Arado just behind her head coach. She has a double-double in this matchup with 14 digs and 10 excellent receptions. Much like the production of Savvy Davison. She's been very consistent, reaching double figures in digs in all of their matches in the All-Filipino Conference.
It's not just all offense. It is also dependable in terms of defense. That's what makes her a deadly player.
This is Savvy Davison with 31 points in this matchup. Hole in the middle.
No defense there for PLDT. Santiago trying to create some spark here for Zeus Coffee.
16 all in set number 4. Kate. Back set.
Ooh.
Ball up by Santiago. Job's turn. Fajardo there to save it. Ceballos slipping it through. Claw recalculates. They go back to the Bionic Ilongga. Saved by Arado. Ceballos to the back. Mondoñedo to the left. Troncoso will get the point.
Off the hands for Chai Troncoso.
Troncoso putting more power in that attack, breaking the net defense. PLDT. There you go. Even going for the hands of Palomata there. Gutsy attack coming from Troncoso.
It's 18 points now. One shy of the conference high for Troncoso. And now we have Kath Arado with her ankle getting some treatment. Or is this cramps?
Yeah, it looks like that, but we're not sure yet.
No, she did go down due to cramps as well in their 5-set match versus Creamline. And it was also by the 4th set.
Right.
Now, one woman stepped up in that previous game. That's Lisa Viray, and now she's checking in. Oh, no. This is a different player. Sheila Quiseo is now in. The second of the former FEU Lady Tamaraws.
She's playing libero today.
Job exploiting the space at the middle.
It has been the hole on that floor defense of PLDT in the past few sequences. There you go. Off-speed attack. Way too good there for Gonzaga.
11 points now for the veteran of Zeus Coffee. Now Kisha Bedonia, the other former FEU Lady Tamarao, is back in. Fajardo, back set to Erica. There's the Lasalle connection. Now let's go to the current Ateneo, Lexi Rodriguez.
Thanks, Megs and Ayel. Just to give a quick update on Kat Arado, she was being escorted out quickly, but actually it's just mild cramps that she's experiencing. Not much pain. Something that the PT of PVL and their own PT that's easy to deal with, just a bit of massage that they're also dealing with. And everything will be fine, hopefully, and we'll see more action from her during the latter part of this game.
All right, thank you, Lexi. Certainly good news for PLDT fans, knowing the value of your team captain.
That's true.
They're down though, 17-19. Tapia with the serve. Fajardo, back set to Erica.
Great angle there for Erica Santos, recognizing that the block was late and going up and going for the hands of Troncoso.
18-19, Santos proceeds to the back. That is in. Claw opens up.
Ooh,
short for Chai Troncoso.
That's right. Two blockers are also there to guard that attack of Troncoso. Much needed kill block there for PLDT to tie things out.
Here we go, AL. Crunch time in set number 4. Virtually a race to 6. Verzosa misreceives. Ball sent through. Fajardo, Quiseo, Bedonia.
Good coverage.
Same attacker. Kisha. It's a chase for Chai.
Oh, what an effort from Troncoso there.
Onto the other side. Fajardo opens up. Bedonia's rejected. Kisha again. Saved by Santiago. Verzosa. Onto Jovelin. Blocked by PLDT.
They just read that one well. Two blockers didn't even have to move. Bedonia and Baron was there right away. There you go. No spaces at all. No gaps for Jov Gonzaga.
So this is like the second time off of wild saves that PLDT was able to get the point against Zeus Coffee.
Working hard on that floor defense.
Yep. Net touch.
Very clear. So point goes to Zeus Coffee.
20 all. Again,
to tie.
all sets were settled with a tally of 25 to 20 from sets 1 to 3. Fajardo opens up. Nice bullet right there from Bedonia.
At zone 1, Santiago reading that, but just wasn't quick enough to establish the defense on the floor.
How about this substitution pattern as well by Coach Rodrigo Forte? They trust Kisha to attack in front and then the defense of Ceballos to be effective at the back.
And the timely substitutions, players coming in, playing their roles as well, stepping up.
21 serving 20. Troncoso! Strong hit by Chai.
Credit half that point to Mitch Gamit pulling in Majoy Baron and leaving Troncoso with only one blocker there. Definitely not enough to shut her down.
Way to respond for the second veteran of Zeus Coffee at 27 years old. She's relatively young, you think about it. And now it's a service ace by Chai Troncoso.
Crucial points, timely points coming from Troncoso.
Make it 20 now, the conference high for Chai Troncoso.
Smile ulit, smile ulit, smile ulit. Smile. Let's go. PLDT.
It was all about good vibes there for the high-speed hitters.
Well, that's what they need right now. No, they don't have time to really sulk here. They need to move on right away. They need to find their composure. Now, again, they are in the advantage here in terms of ranking.
PLDT came in as a number 4 seeded team in the preliminaries and Zeus Coffee as number 9.
But definitely no advantage in terms of this game because this is a knockout match as Davison finding that hole.
32 points now for Savvy Davison, the second highest among her tallies in this conference. With that off-speed hit, as now Jovi Prado is in to serve for the high-speed hitters.
Important serve here for Prado.
Virtual race to 3. Ball up by Job. It's the slide. Signature fashion for Mitch Gamit.
And Gamit has actually been going cross-court all throughout this match, but still no adjustment on that net defense of PLDT. They have opened that angle all throughout.
Danny Aying back in the game to serve. Thea Gagate right there by the net. Zeus Coffee looking to give us our second 5-set match today. Savvy has a different idea. The ball goes back to them. Same attacker. Different result. 33 points for Savvy Davison.
And that's just veteran mindset there for Kim Fajardo. Davison not getting it in the first attempt, but giving her another chance to score that point. She is the highest percentage attacker here right now, so she will be the main option here to convert, talking about Davison.
This is crucial for Zeus Coffee. For the first time in this game, we're seeing Nika Yandok and Gail Pascual as their double sub. 23 all. Yandok onto Kate. Nice recalculation by Kate Santiago.
Kate Santiago here being injected in the set as well. Making waves for her squad, breaking the hands of Erika Santos there. Pressure moments for both teams right now. For Zeus Coffee to close out, but for PLDT to try and pull off a come from behind win.
Flo Mondoñedo will now be serving for Zeus. They have 2 setters on the court.
Good pass.
Fajardo opens up. Nice save. Yandok. Santiago could not make it drop. Here's the counter. Davison. Sharp hit again. Conference high tide. 34 for Savvy.
And what a ball control there coming from Davison. Really angling that attack. Well calculated off-speed placement shot for her. Woo.
We have an extended set number 4. Jovelyn Gonzaga is back. First ball, Chai Troncoso. Back set to Kate. No point yet. Fajardo now to the right. Erica Santos will score.
Clutch points coming from PLDT. Zeus Coffee did have the advantage. But PLDT finding their composure and Fajardo finding the right attackers at the right time.
This is for the match. Recalculation by Jov. Chance for PLDT. They go back to Erica Santos. A chase by Dolly. Kate will send it through onto zone 1. Fajardo to the open. Ceballos sent back.
Did look like Zeus was gonna challenge that one. But the PLDT finding their momentum right at the tail end to pull off a come from behind win against a very gutsy and very resilient Zeus Coffee.
There's the block, and then it went outside. The last point belonging to Fiola Ceballos. They just had to make things interesting for us in set number 4.
What a fight from both teams.
Player highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
It was 26-24 in the last set in favor of the PLDT high-speed hitters. Again, they just had to make things interesting by the end for us. They will now book a ticket to the quarterfinals against Choco Mucho. Let's take you over there with Lexi Rodriguez.
Thanks, Mix NIL. I am with the player of the game from the PLDT high-speed hitters who you just said just booked a ticket to the quarterfinals. Savvy Davison with 34 points, 32 attacks, and 2 aces. Well, she's very happy right now. She's very shocked as well that she's the player of the game. Well, Savvy, earlier in the first set, you had that, you were checked. All of your attacks were getting checked as well. How much of a shift did you have to do in order for you to play better on the second set?
I think we emphasize the fact that they're playing really good floor defense and they have a really good block. So we just needed to figure out where to put the ball, how to be smarter with it, and just kind of play and control our side of the game. So we came out and we did that, but they put up a really tough match.
Well, definitely. Well, earlier also today, you were like, we got eye to eye, and then you were like, we really need to win this match. And how important is it that you had that kind of mentality and finally delivered for a 4-setter game?
I think going into playoffs, you kind of have to have a mentality switch. So it's kind of do or die at this point, and we've seen a couple of upsets so far, and we didn't want, that to be us. So we just made sure we came and did our job and in and out. So I'm glad.
And now you're about to rest for just a few days and finally enter the quarterfinals, and you're going against Choco Mucho. Wow, what kind of preparation are you expecting to do, and what are you doing later tonight?
Definitely resting later tonight, but going against Choco Mucho, we know it's going to be a tough game. It always has been, so we just have time to prepare, and I guess, when it comes to the game, we'll see who shows up.
Well, it's the last day of the quarterfinals. The qualifying rounds. And is there anyone that you'd like to greet, and just, the fans that are watching online? And
my family's here. I think they left. But thank you, PLDT fans. We love you so much, and thank you for always supporting us and coming out through thick and thin. And hi to my mom and my dad back home. Thank you. And my boyfriend, always real one.
Congratulations, Savvy, and the rest of the PLDT high-speed hitters. Back to you, Mix NIL.
Thank you, Lexi. Well, Savvy will have at least a week to rest before they proceed to take on CC Rondina and Choco Mucho, who defeated them, by the way, in the preliminaries, so they want some retribution. Here's our bracket, Ayel.
Yeah, the Cream Line still waiting for the winner in that play-in tournament, but PLDT will go against Choco Mucho. Petrogas also still waiting for that other team who will win on that play-in tournament. But again, those 8 teams will go through a best of 3 series. So mahaba-haba rin yung quarterfinals. So good news for the teams who won. They have enough time to rest and recover and really prepare for their match.
And even for the teams who lost, they have one more chance in the play-in tournament before we proceed to the quarterfinals and the round-robin semifinals. But as for Savvy Davison and company, they will take this victory. 34 points in 4 sets for Savvy. Just very impressive. Jovelyn Gonzaga and Zeus will take on Signal HD on Thursday. Wala masyadong pahinga para sa kanila.
Right. Playing right away. And on that second game, we have a next leg against Cheritigo. This is again in the play-in tournament. March 6 here at PhilSports Arena, Pasig City.
They will be fighting for, those dates with Creamline and Petrogas come the quarterfinals. But as for tonight, we do thank you for joining us. My name is Mix Gomez, my partner Ayel Estranjero, and our courtside reporter was Lexi Rodriguez saying good night from Pasig City.